Hi friends, Dr. Joe here. I hope you all are doing great and welcome to this video. Have you ever waited for a long period to watch a breakout happen and then after some time you see that it was a false breakout and the price has gone in the opposite direction and it breaks your heart completely? I'm sure if you have been trading for some time, this is something that you must have surely gone through. So I always say that trading is just like our life. In our life, when we fall in love, before we say something, we have to wait for the right signal to happen. Same is the case in trading. The people with patience in life wait for the right opportunity to propose. Same is the case in trading. A disciplined trader will wait for the price to retrace back and wait for the first kiss. That is, wait for the price to retest the resistance level that it broke earlier. So when it touched the resistance price, I call it the first kiss entry opportunity. You have to wait for the price to reach that level and then you have to enter a trade. So, like in life, you have to wait for the right opportunity. You just cannot go and rush. If you want a long term relationship, you have to wait. Same, if you want to enter into a long term trend, you have to wait for the first kiss to happen. Let me explain every single step of how you should enter the first kiss trade. Step number one, you have to wait for the price to break out. So you can clearly see that there is a resistance zone. The price reached the resistance zone once, retraced back, again went back to the resistance zone, retraced back. By this time, you are seeing that the moving average is gradually turning upwards. Once that happens, you can see the price is breaking the resistance zone with a strong bullish candle. Once this happens, then you have to wait for the price to go above this resistance zone. Do not enter immediately. Step number two, now you wait for the price to retrace back again. The previous resistance zone now has got converted into a support zone. And you will also see the moving average moving upwards at this particular zone. Once you identify that zone, then you wait till the price reaches this support zone. Step number three, very, very important step. This is where you are going to look for price action. So when the price reaches this support zone, you are looking for bullish candlestick pattern. For example, a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern or a morning star pattern or a bullish pin bar or a good hammer candle. You have to wait and watch to see if you can see a proper price action in the form of candlestick patterns over here. Step number four, this is where now you have to start taking some action, right? Because now the price has made its first kiss. So now it's time for you to propose. That means enter into a trade. So how are you going to enter into a trade? So before entering into a trade, you make sure the time frame of the candle is completed. Then you move to step number five. This is where you're going to enter into the trade and place your stop loss. So like you can see in this image, you enter the trade at the closing point of that particular candle, which is your bullish candle, and you place your stop loss below the support zone, a little bit below, and then you wait for the trade to take its course. Since you waited for the first kiss to happen, I'm sure once you enter this trade, you're going to see a long-term trend too. But before you enter into the trade, remember, you still have to manage your risk. So in step number five, you also have to manage your risk. You can infuse 0.5% of your equity. That is 0.5% of your equity, and maximum can go up to 2% of your equity. Remember, this is trading, not investing. So do not infuse too much funds into one particular trade. Maximum is 2%. You can start with 0.5% of your equity. Step number six, like I explained earlier, You place your trade, you place your stop loss, and you place your target too. Now here, the risk to reward can be 1 is to 1.5 or 1 is to 2. Do not go for unlimited profit initially. Once you become a mature trader, then you can decide, depending upon the market structure or the price movement, whether you want to stay in the trade for a longer period or not. Initially, keep your target and exit at your target. The finishing part of step number 6 is achieving the target. Yes, the first case entry trading strategy has achieved its target of 2 times profit. Isn't it great? Yes. Now let's see how it looks in a real chart. This is a chart of Nifty 50, a 1 hour chart. Like you can see on the chart, the price reaches a resistance zone, and after the price reaches a resistance zone, the price moves around the resistance zone for some time and then retraces back. And when it goes up with a gap up and breaks the resistance zone. That is where you're going to draw a resistance zone. At the same time, you can see the 100 EMA is also moving upwards. And you can see there is a point where the 100 EMA and your new support zone coincides, which means that that is a very, very strong area where the first kiss of price is going to happen. The price reaches that zone. You can see a very good bullish candlestick pattern. At the end of that particular candle, you place your trade with a stop loss below the support zone and 1 is to 2 times profit. And you see how quickly the price achieved the target. Now, like in every relationship, there are problems. Same way in the first case trading strategy, there are some problems. 2 major problems. Problem number 1, the price does not reach the support zone and turns back. Challenge number 2, the price goes through the support zone and then turns back. Now, how do you handle both these situations? Most important is you have to make sure that the trend is in an upward direction. The price has broken a good resistance zone with a strong candlestick. Once these 2 things have happened, and when the price starts retracing back to the support zone, what you can also do is move into a smaller time frame. For example, if you're trading on a 1 hour chart, go to a 15-minute chart. You look for a higher low pattern. So when the price does something like this, you can look for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. What is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern? This is a pattern where you're trying to identify the second higher low. So 1 is a low point, second is a higher low, and third is a even higher low. So you're looking for that third higher low. Once you see that higher low, and at the same time it coincides with point number 2, then that's a perfect entry point. That is where you can enter your trade. So you enter your trade at point number 5, which is also similar to point number 2, with your stop loss below point number 1. This is a perfect entry in this situation where the price does not retrace back to the support zone. You can do the same in case when the price goes through the support zone. But you have to be careful in this case. When the price goes through the support zone, you need to make sure that the price is reversing at least above the moving average, or it should be touching the moving average. Because once it goes below the moving average, then there is a structural change in the price. So you have to make sure that the price retraces back above the moving average. The similar setup 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when point number 5 is the third higher low, which is coinciding with point number 2, to enter into a trade with a stop loss below the lowest point. So friends, I hope that the first kiss signal trading strategy is now very, very clear in your minds. Like in life, the first kiss plays a very, very powerful signal. Same way in trading, the first kiss trading strategy is also a powerful trading strategy. But you need to practice it. Without practice, patience, and persistence, you can never become a successful trader. So make sure you practice it multiple times before you actually infuse real money into your trade. and always remember your risk management. Friends, if you love the way I'm creating these videos, please like my videos and share these videos with other friends who love trading so that they can learn something out of these videos. And friends, if you're still not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and smash that bell icon, because every time I see a new subscriber, it motivates me to create such videos so that I can do more research and try to connect it with life. So that's all in this video, friends. But I do not want to sign out without saying this. Keep learning, keep growing, keep getting better every single day. Thank you very much. Namaskar.